Hello everyone and welcome to another video by Centipede Geek. Today I'm going to discuss my thoughts and opinions upon an L-Ray network television series by the name of From Dusk Till Dawn, the series. I'm going to talk about my thoughts on episode 3 titled Mistress. Now, just so you guys know, before I talk about the plot, From Dusk Till Dawn, the series has already been confirmed for a season 2, so that's great news. Only after, 3 or 4 episodes. Already confirmed for a season 2, so if you're a fan, just wanted to let you guys know that. And if you're not a fan, check it out because it's a good show. So we have a few different things going on. Richie is having more hallucinations or whatever you want to call them. The vampires talking to him, controlling him, possessing him, telling him what to do. That goes on quite a bit in this episode. Major spoilers coming up in this review later on. But the main plot of this episode is that we meet Seth Gecko's, DJ Katrana's character. We meet Seth's ex, girlfriend, ex-wife, whatever she is, some girl of some kind. We meet Seth's ex, and she wants, we find out some different things that she wants him to abandon his brother. Obviously he can't because it's his brother, he cares for him, but she wants, him to abandon his brother and go off to Mexico with him, to go off to some beach, Cancun. I'm not really for sure, I don't remember the exact details, but she wants to run away with him, and get away from his brother because she thinks his brother is, gone cuckoo and, lost his bolts. And, his brother is a little strange, but there's a reason why, right? And if you watch the show, you see what I mean. And then in this episode, we're also given the plot, the concept of the blood cult, that whole concept of, the Mesopotamian Indians and that whole thing. We're explaining that fully in this episode. That's pretty much the main gist for episode 3, titled Mistress, of the L-Ray network television series with the name of From Dusk Till Dawn, the series. Overall, I loved this episode. My favorite thing about this episode, characters, acting, stuff like that aside, is the concept. I love the concept of the blood cults. The movie was pretty much, a cut and dry vampire movie, and at the, major spoilers coming up, about the movie, and then at the end of the movie, we're given this huge, pyramid, of some kind, so it kind of, I like how this series is sort of, elaborate on the concept, building on the concept of these vampires, the whole concept of these vampires speaking through Richie Gecko's character, him, having these hallucinations or whatever you want to call them. He keeps, having to, the whole idea of sacrifice and that whole thing. I love the whole, we learn the concept of the eye, the one where he picked the dog up and the blood, and the blood in the out in the desert and the sand formed the eye. The whole concept of, seeing the other side. I love the concept of the blood cult. That was my favorite thing in the episode 3 of the L-Ray network television series with the name of From Dusk Till Dawn, this series. That concept of the blood cult is just so cool. I love the conversation that the cop has with the consultant, whatever he was, the guy with the blonde hair, the tall blonde hair guy with the glasses. Forget the actors and the character's name, but it's the cool conversation between those two. Really built on the concept. We pretty much know everything we need to know. We learned about the whole, the whole, Mesopotamian, whatever they were, chief Indians chasing after her. And I'm sure as time goes on, they'll build even more on that concept. So overall, just cool stuff so far. My other favorite thing about this episode was, Richie, building on Richie's character. I love the way they're building on him. He's a great character. He's an interesting character. There's a reason for what he's doing. He's not just some crazy psycho like he was in the movie. There's actually a reason, the vampires are talking to him. They're possessing him. You saw the scene where the snake goes into his body. To me, this comes off as, he's possessed. He's being controlled. And now he, and the whole, thing where he tells him in episode 4, not this episode, but the next episode where he says, hey, I'm back. So that you have that whole thing going on too, where, maybe it's a good thing because the vampires are allowing him to see the future. They're allowing him to have sort of a second sense almost about things to come. So is it a good thing or a bad thing? It's really to be decided. Overall, I'm loving the show so far. It's a great show. It's some great scenes. Characters are built in a great way. There are some great scenes in this show. The concept's great. The characters are great, and the interactions overall between each and every character are just fun and entertaining to watch. That's my review of the L-Ray network television series with the name of From Dusk Till Dawn, the series, for episode 3 titled Mistress. Once again, thanks for watching the video by Centipede Geek. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe to my page below, and I'll see you guys later for more videos by Centipede Geek.